Every year a new iPhone drops and it's faster, it's slightly better camera, and it costs a fortune. But do we really need to upgrade, or have we just fallen to the upgrade cycle trap that's presented by the tech companies that are releasing these iPhones? Let's talk about it, and let's talk about what being phone poor means and why the new iPhone that you're going to purchase this year is going to keep you poor for the upcoming years. Tech companies have mastered the art of making you feel like the current phone that you have is outdated, and the new one that they're making at the moment, with the help of marketing tactics, they use that to convince you that upgrading is the only option.
It has our most powerful Pro chip and our most advanced camera system with an intuitive new camera control.
But here's the reality. So the phone from 2 or even 3 years ago, right now, sitting inside your pocket or in your hands, is perfectly fine. It works perfectly fine, and yet you still feel the pressure to upgrade, not because you need to, because you're told, your mind is being told by those advertisements or by the companies those are making those phones. Let's break it down financially. So buying a new flagship phone every single year is setting you back over $1,000 each year. And that's like a couple of months of your car payment. And that's, you are just putting towards a latest phone, like a latest flashy phone that has just a slightly better camera, just a slightly faster processor that you're not even going to notice. And let's not forget, the resale value drops super quick. The second you will unbox your new flashy iPhone, it's already losing its value. So even with the trade-ins, you're still paying a premium for a minor upgrade. Now let's talk about the real trap and buying the phone with the money that you don't even have. So for example, average American and Canadian credit card debt per person is ranging from $4,000 to $6,000. So that's already, you're paying interest on it by not paying off that credit card debt. On top of that, you're deciding to buy a new iPhone every single year and putting it on your credit card, or with the help of, the companies that advertise 0% APR, like 0% interest rate when you buy an iPhone. But the money that they make, I'll take a Canadian example. So if you go to Rogers or if you go to Bell MTS and you say that, hey, I'm bringing my own device, I need a phone plan. Those will be significantly cheaper as compared to the plans that they're offering when you're buying a device, when you're financing a device from them. Because even though they're advertising it as 0 APR, they're making that money from selling you the expensive plans. So that's the main trap. And the credit card interest rates are insane, like always over 20% eventually, and sometimes we're looking at 22 to 23% annually. If you don't pay off that balance right away, that $1,500 is actually gonna cost you hundreds more in interest. And let's do some quick math. Let's say 22% interest rate on a $1,500 device is gonna cost you $330 extra cost per year if you're not paying off that credit card balance. And if we take average American person or a Canadian person, you already are looking at like $4,000 to $6,000 in credit card debt. So that particular money, that $1,500 that you just dumped on a phone, that could be going towards paying off that balance that you were owing earlier. But now you purchased a phone, that balance has went up. It went from $4,000 to $5,500. It went from $6,000 to $7,500. Now you're paying even more money on the interest. If you do the quick math, you will realize what kind of rabbit hole you're going into. Okay, now let's take it a little bit further. Instead of spending that $1,500 on the phone that you don't really need, what if you invested that money? So a lot of people assume that the stock market gives approximately 10% return per year, like S&P funds and other good companies if you invest carefully. Let's be conservative and just say 5% return. Over 5 years, that's nearly $400 without lifting a finger. So for example, if you made that purchase, you are paying over $300 in interest to the bank if you don't pay off that credit card balance. But instead, if you invest that money and keep using your current phone for another year, that money that you've invested is gonna earn you. You will not be paying off anything. You still have principal balance and it is earning money on top of it. And instead of throwing money at a phone a piece of technology that'll be outdated in a few months, you're actually growing your wealth. And think about the last time you upgraded. Did your life change dramatically? Did your friends paid much more attention to you? Or was it just like a slightly better camera, slightly better battery life, and a slightly faster chip? I guarantee, like, an average person who is buying the latest iPhone every single year is not even going to notice the difference between the camera quality. If you want to know, this video that you're currently watching is being filmed on an iPhone SE2 from like 3-4 years back. And the video quality, it's recording in 4K and it's working, right? And I'm still using it. I know I'm a tech YouTuber. I purchase the latest device every single year, but that's my job. That makes me money. So if I purchase the latest iPhone, I make videos on it. I make unboxing, I make reviews, I make testing videos. Those videos generate me money. So it's like an investment for me. If you're doing something like that and you can justify the purchase, then that's totally fine. Go ahead and purchase. But if you're buying the phone with the money that you don't even have, and you're not doing anything special with that particular phone, you're not putting it to a good use, then I don't know what to say. The question is, how do you avoid being phone poor? Simply hold on to your phone for longer, focus on actual needs and not the marketing hypes that is built by these promotions, these companies launching new iPhones every single year. And if you do upgrade, look at the alternatives. So for example, refurbished models, budget flagships, or maybe skipping a generation. Instead of buying like a over $1,000 phone, if you invest that money somewhere else, if you really need a phone and you don't even have that kind of money lying around, so don't purchase a flagship, go for a mid-range device and you won't be disappointed. But do your research and buy a good one. And these companies just want you to believe that you need the latest and the greatest, but in reality, the best phone that you have is the one that works for you and is the one that's currently sitting in your pocket, or the one that you're watching this video on. What's your take on this? Do you upgrade every single year, or do you hold onto your phone until it stops working? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.